Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan. And it's time once again
to recommend things.
So, you might be able to predict the theme of what Vince is going to be recommending today.
It has something to do with beer.
It's not Punisher.
Were you thinking that?
And it's not Fantastic Four, and it's not action figures. Can you guess? Can you guess? So now it's time for Vince's 95th recommend of something that has to do with Ghostbusters.
And you know, it is kind of recommending this Ghostbusters item, so it's not just, I recommend this thing, you know, going Nazi and getting a dog collar that has, you know...
Did you say going Nazi?
Etsy.
Etsy. I recommend going Nazi. No, don't do that.
Shave your head, get beat up.
No. Stop it.
We need more cannon fodder. Go Nazi, why not?
No.
We'll knock you down.
That is horrible. We've been on screen for a minute and a half, and this has already degenerated into something really, like, offensive.
I am so edgy, I am recommending the murder of Nazis. I am so edgy.
Okay, we need to get past this fast. Go ahead.
So anyway, I bought this thing the other day. And so this is the San Diego Comic-Con International exclusive.
Oh, wow.
Ghostbusters Angry Stay Puft bottle opener. Metal bottle opener.
You'd be angry if you were a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man that was stuck in metallic form and used constantly just to open people's beer bottles.
So...
used to wreak havoc on whole cities, now reduced to this.
He was shrunk down and then turned into a metal bottle opener.
But still alive.
They used to call him Han Solo, but... So, there was only 3,000 of these made, supposedly.
Oh, wow, cool.
And,
Stay Puft in carbonite.
So, you have this nifty little sleeve, and then it comes in this little classy black box.
This is also a nifty little sleeve.
That's true. I keep the other one on the other side.
That's not as nifty. That's classy.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Has a little cutout. So
they all do that.
It's a solid little piece of metal. It's a solid sculpt. I mean, it's pretty decent looking. It's granted, you know, Stay Puft is all pretty much just rounded edges. I understand that, but the face looks good. I mean, you can see the outline of the eye on the inside, the pupil, if you will, and it's pretty solid. And there's a little
pewter pupil, Vince.
It's a pewter-pul.
Uh-huh.
So the reason I'm recommending this is, yeah, sure, it's a nice magnet. You know, you have two magnets on the back. It has the bottle opener in the middle. It's not just a nice sculpt. It's not just an effective bottle opener. The thing that I like about this is that when you open the bottle cap gets stuck to the top magnet, and I just like that because a lot of time I'll get goofy, and if I have a bottle opener, I'll just throw it into the corner and walk away.
I love experimenting with magnets. My favorite thing is to take it over my laptop and see if it still works.
So, I like this thing because it catches the cap for me, and now it's kind of funny. You know, I just open the bottle and it's like catches the cap for me.
So Vince, is that I see what you did there. So is that the only one of those character bottle openers you have?
Yes. We have some other bottle openers. Those have gotten
so popular. Like, there's one for everything now.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember, you know, several years ago when I got my Enterprise one, they weren't as common, and after that, they just blew up. There's all kinds of them, and I haven't seen very many that I didn't think were cool. I mean, like they all look. I don't know what it is about. Like seeing your favorite things in that form, but they all look really classy. It's just something about that metallic, not colored, polished look.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
You don't need a bunch... You know, if you put a bunch of paint on there, it wouldn't look as good. I mean, it does have a little bit of darkening for, like, shading, but there's also a Punisher one out there I considered getting. There's a Galactus one out there I thought about getting one for Cat.
Oh, boy. I'll wait then. No, I
didn't get it.
I want that. I want that bad. Yeah, but if you see it cheap, that's probably going to be my Christmas present.
That's a good point.
But anyway, no, there's several that I would get.
Unless I already have it.
You know what else has been really popular, and I recommended one of these several years ago too. Not cookie cutters, pizza cutters.
Cooking with Doomsday.
Pizza cutters.
You did? Did you recommend that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Star
but
Trek pizza cutter.
like 5 years ago.
Incidentally, since you brought up pizza cutters, they also made a San Diego Comic-Con Ghostbusters pizza cutter.
Did they really?
And it's essentially...
What is it?
It's the logo with the blade coming out of the bottom and slime on it.
That's what I... Oh, slime? That's pretty cool. I figured you'd use the logo because it's round.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though, is that I almost got that one. Now, I got this thing at a place in Lawrence called Boom Comics, just opened up.
What? Lawrence has a second comic book store?
And it's huge.
What?
It's not fully stocked yet, so the space is more impressive than the content.
Vince, we gotta go shoot it.
It's fascinating. It's now, here's the deal. The Lawrence Comic Store...
I mean, with a camera.
Woo!
Not because we're friends with Astro Kitty. We are, but I still want to go see that store.
Astro Kitty, speaking of which, I got a really nice sketch of the shadow from Joel. From Astro Kitty.
Oh, cool.
It's
Awesome.
It's fantastic. So, that space, Boom Comics, has... it's not affiliated with Boom Studios.
Yeah.
They had this, and they had the slime logo with pizza cutter, both for $10, which is about $10 off of each. And I almost got the pizza cutter, but the problem with those things where it rolls up inside is there's no good way to clean it.
I can't bring myself to use mine. Like, I just have it as a neat novelty thing. I don't even use it. Like the bottle opener I use, it's practical, but the pizza cutter's not practical. And you know what else? You're talking about the ones that you know, are sealed up inside and are hard to clean. There's also, and I don't think this one looks anything like as cool as the Constitution class one, but there's a Enterprise D one from Next Generation, and that one has the blade just at the front of the saucer section, so it just... Like it's not because the Constitution class one is the saucer is the blade, so you could clean all around that. It's up inside the saucer section.
That's the same thing with the Ghostbusters.
I don't like that at all. I mean, because you only see like a quarter of it at one time.
Which would be cool.
It's neat looking, but you wouldn't want to use it. And again, I don't think it looks nearly as good as the other one.
It would be great if you could just easily take it apart.
Yeah, if you could just pop it open or something.
Because
just have it lock, right?
Using the technology that we use to fix things to like GPSs to your window or something.
Oh yeah,
you just flick this little switch on the back, and you can make it flush with a little thumb tab in there and pull it out.
You could even make it a magnet, or you could make it a...
Heck, I could be a pizza cutter engineer.
Or something. Yeah. But I mean, that should open up.
Yeah.
But it's almost like they expect you won't use it.
That's so stupid.
Don't you think?
Yeah, like why not just sell a logo then? And you could sell it for like $5 and you'd probably make more
the
money.
novelty of look at the pizza. I mean, like I said, I loved mine, but couldn't bring myself to use it, and I can clean it. I just something about it, I don't want to dull the blade. But that was given to me as a gift. I don't know if I would have bought it.
I like to roll
myself.
the blade across my fingers just to see how sharp it is.
Well, that went dark fast. I'm going to go ahead and talk about my thing. Now, actually, you know what? You've been staring at this, folks, this entire time, so I'm just not even going to bother. There it is. That's my recommend.
Enjoy.
It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Actually, I could probably get away with, for anybody that doesn't actually know what this is, just looking at it, like it's been in front profile this whole time, Vince, that I probably could... What are you doing?
I'm rubbing my magnets on your...
Would you put that away? No, I get... Vince, I'm trying to tell a joke. I could probably get away with telling people that this was the pizza cutter. But anyway, so well, thanks for letting me finally say my joke. This is the Mini-Mates Enterprise, and I showed this briefly on, but I was a lot farther away from the camera, so now you can see it up close. I showed this briefly on the video that Brandon and I made right after we got finished with our Arkansas trip. We went down for 64 Galore and went to a bunch of yard sales, and I bought this at Hastings, which was not a yard sale. And
depending on which Hastings you go to, it's kind of organized like a yard sale.
Yeah, that's a good point. And this one was good. This is the Hastings in Russellville, Arkansas. This I could not pass up. I don't buy a whole lot of ships, mostly just because I don't have a lot of space for them anymore. Like I have 3 or 4 of the Playmates toy ships from the 90s, and I'm just kind of out of space with them. But I bought this one because it's the only one I've seen, and there might be more, and I don't know. I don't keep up with this stuff that hard. I'm very casual in my Star Trek collecting, but I have a lot of stuff. But anyway, this is the only one I've seen that is the cage version of the original Enterprise vents. And you can tell it's the cage for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's got these versions of the nacelles that have the pointed tips on the ends. Usually, it's where they look kind of like antennas, and then the back of the nacelles are different too. So usually you have the spinning fronts, and they added that just after the cage. It's one of the things they changed. They changed a lot of aesthetic things from the first pilot into the second pilot. And secondly, it's because the mini-mate is Christopher Pike, and it's Christopher Pike in his old suit, and not wheelchair yes or no Pike. So
kind of awesome.
So yeah, it's really neat. And I just thought that was a really interesting choice. That's the ship they made, and because they didn't make a whole lot of stuff for this line, it's like that was the choice. It's like, people haven't done this one, so let's do this one. I think it's kind of fun that you can open the top of it and you get a bridge, but it's only got room for the captain and nobody else. Like, we've never needed a crew before. And then also the front, the torpedo tube opens in the front, and you can put Pike in there if you want to. And it's not just because it sort of fits. The box actually tells you that that's a place you can put Pike if you want to. And I think that's absolutely hilarious. And you can just really shoot Pike out of his own torpedo bay. Whee! And I just think that's hilarious. This is also one of the nicer bases that I've seen for these. I think it's really sleek looking. I like I always like it when the bases kind of curve a little bit. I just think that's really nice. That is aesthetically pleasing. But anyway, I don't have a lot to say about it. These were a pain to put on, the nacelles. Oh yeah, like really hard to fit those on there. You're just afraid you're going to break it.
To get them off if you wanted to.
Well, that's true, and I think that's the reason they make it so hard to put them on. But I'm like, I don't know. This is small enough. I don't know why it had to be a put it together yourself thing. Why couldn't we just put this in a slightly larger box? Because once you get them on, I mean, you won't be able to tell, but there's a couple of places where I actually scratched the sides of it a little bit, just trying to get them in there. Because Sarah and I both were just pushing really, and we thought we were going to break the darn thing. On both sides, actually, it was awful.
Now that you mention it, the box kind of displays it like this anyway.
Yeah. So yes, it does.
All you'd have to do is make it wider this way rather than this way.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to have a different kind of box.
It's kind of stupid.
Yeah. So that was my one big complaint about it, was just the packaging. But anyway, I love it. I think it's awesome. Yeah. Isn't it pretty?
I like your Torpico.
Captain Torpico. Captain Christopher Torpico.
He's like, well, this is where people do stuff, right? Yeah, they shoot torpedoes.
When he's in his off hours and he's not being shot out of a torpedo tube, he likes to ride horses. Anyway, well, everybody, thanks as always.
Photon.
For what? Photon Torpico. Everybody, Captain Photon Torpico. Christopher Photon Torpico.
Captain Torpico.
Torpico. That sounds really intimidating, man. Well, anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Sure appreciate it. And we'll see you again next time when we review more awesome things that you might want to try to check out. I am Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince.
See you.